First question to the center, all the way in the back.
Hi, guys. Steve Greenberg with the Chicago Sun-Times. My question is for Julius first. I'm back here, Julius. Like to know how much you, just as a fan, have watched and become familiar with Wisconsin basketball over the years. And then I'd like to ask Ben to answer the same question in reverse about Kentucky.
Julius first.
Just growing up, I've always known Wisconsin just to be a hard-nosed, tough team. They play really good defense. Of course, our team has already been informed that this is, one of the better offensive teams that they had, and they really, can score the ball, move the ball. And they've always just had a great coach, so definitely be a challenge for us.
Ben.
There's definitely a lot of rich history with the University of Kentucky's basketball program. Looking back all the way to today when Pat Riley was there, and I've watched Glory Road and all those movies, and there's definitely some good history there. And with Coach Cal, I followed him a little bit when he was at Memphis, from being from Chicago, watched Derrick Rose, and then when he made the transition to Kentucky, he's obviously done a great job with all the players that he's brought there and won with all of them. So they're a very talented team, and we're looking forward to the challenge on Saturday.
Let's go all the way to the left.
Tom Kensler, Denver Post. Guys, each of the four teams have great backcourts. So for Ben and Scotty, could you talk about your opponent's backcourt? And also, we've heard for years about college basketball being a guards game. I wonder if that still holds true.
Ben.
Yeah, if you look at Kentucky, even though they do start three freshmen in the backcourt, they don't play like freshmen. They play mature, and they're very talented. So it's going to be a tough test, and guard play definitely is big in March, and now that we're into April, it's definitely something that's helped get us there, and looking forward to seeing what kind of matchup it's going to be on Saturday.
Scotty.
Yeah, for us, UConn's guards are really good. Shabazz and Boatwright do a great job of creating shots for themselves, whether it's getting in the lane and finishing or pulling up from the dribble. And they also do a good job of getting in the lane and setting up the other teammates. So it's going to be a challenge to guard them.
Next question's on the left side still. Your name and media outlet.
Lance Allen from WTMJ. Ben, as a three-point shooter, how do you get used to baskets, bigger venue, more space behind the basket, and just shooting like what you do?
Well, I think we've played at a lot of different arenas, and whether it be a smaller arena, whether it be a pro arena or a college arena, or now a football stadium, we're going to do all the same things that we always do. Coach Ryan does a great job with that. We get shots whenever we go different places, and so I think we just prepare the same way for every place we go to, and it's worked for us, so we're going to continue doing that.
Next question is in the center on the left side. Mike.
This is for Ben. Can you talk generally about what Bo has been like to play for in terms of, he can be a little bit biting sometimes. Wonder if that reflects on you guys, and also maybe something that he's taught you about how to play the game that you didn't know before you arrived.
Yeah, Coach Ryan's been awesome to play for in the fact that I've really grown as a player. I didn't play at all as a freshman, really, and I had a chance to learn what it's going to take to get out there on the floor and what he demands and what he expects from what you have as players. And luckily, I had other older guys like Jordan Taylor and John Lure ahead of me who I was able to learn a lot of things from, and I've really just grown as a basketball player. And his intensity that Coach Ryan brings every day, he gets up and he comes to practice and he teaches us, and he just wants to help the young men that he has learn the game of basketball and do it the right way. And we're proud to be here representing the University of Wisconsin and ready to go after it.
Next question is all the way on the right side.
Also for Ben, Rick Bozich, WDRB. They obviously play five freshmen, start five freshmen. When you were a freshman, you averaged 3 minutes, less than a point, less than a rebound, and less than an assist per game. Were you capable then of playing more? And when you come in there, does Coach Ryan tell you, as a freshman, you're not going to play much?
Oh, I mean, there's always an opportunity. I knew there was an opportunity there, and I just had some learning to do and some growing up to do, and I definitely, brought it every day in practice, and I did what I could to make my teammates better. But I think that experience really helped me grow as a person and as a player, and it led me to where I am today. And even though they are five freshmen, they've obviously proven that they can get the job done, because you don't get to the Final Four right now for no reason, so they're doing some good things.
We're going to stay on the right side. Names and media outlets, please, everyone.
Ken Spencer, WHAS 11. Julius, obviously, you're playing in the Final Four at home. What does it mean to you, and what has your emotions been like kind of leading up to this thing?
Yeah, it's definitely home. I'm just excited to be playing. It doesn't matter if it was in Dallas or, wherever it was. Just to have the opportunity and blessing to play in the Final Four is all that really matters to me. It's kind of been emotional for my family. All of the team's been through this year, and they're just really proud of where we've came. But at the end of the day, we're just excited to get out there and compete and have another opportunity to play the game.
We're going to go to the left side first with Liz.
Thanks. Liz Clark with the Washington Post. This is for Julius, but if any of you guys want to chime in, that's great. Julius, obviously all season you've played before huge crowds at Rupp, and here this weekend you guys might be playing before 75,000. I'm wondering, at any point this season, have you ever paused to sort of do the math on how much money you and your teammates are bringing in for your school? And, if so, on balance, does the value of the scholarship that you've gotten this year, does that seem like a fair exchange, or is there anything you'd change about that if you could?
No, I've never done the math on, what we're bringing into the school or anything like that. All I know is that I'm a college athlete, I'm a college student. I have the opportunity to get an education as well as, play for Kentucky, who has so much tradition. And, that's really all that matters to me right now. I don't really get into the politics and stuff like that about, whether it's fair or not. But I just know I'm blessed to be in the position I'm in, and that's really all that matters to me.
Niels, can you take the same question?
Yeah, I think I got to agree with what was just said, and I think that there might be a different way to see the whole situation, but I think all of us up here are blessed that we got the opportunities that are presented to us, and just the way it's compensated, I think is great for us to get an education and just taking care of all the things that we go through every day. And I think those problems that you're probably asking for, I think other people should take care of them.
On the left side.
Yeah, Kevin Brockway, Gainesville Sun. Question for Scotty. Throughout the Dayton game, I saw you kind of gathering the team together, huddling them up, talking with them. How important do you think, as a point guard, is it to be a vocal leader, and how have you developed that over time?
I think it's important to have somebody on the floor that kind of relays what the coach wants and can say it from a better perspective on the floor. I think it's important to keep us connected and together as a group, focus on what's happening right now and the current possession. And I've just tried to grow into more of a leader as I've grown older, and just kind of have my mind more into the game.
Toward the center, Janine.
Janine Edwards, ESPN. Ben, what aspects of your offense do you feel that you guys as a team maybe don't get enough credit for? Or what aspects of your offense are maybe a little bit underrated, and why?
I don't really think anything's really been underrated, and I think we've gone out there and we've done some good things, and it's nice to go through layup lines and look around and see all the guys that I have on my team, and it could be their night or his night. So we definitely do a good job of being efficient offensively, and I love that we have a really unselfish group, and we all care about each other, which makes it fun to go out there and play with.
In the center, toward the back on the right side.
Niels, Brian Hamilton of Sports Illustrated. You're one of the few guys, and you, Shabazz, Tyler, that have actually been to a Final Four. Does the atmosphere and all that goes into it, does that sort of equalize things? Is everybody sort of as starstruck as whether you're a senior, a freshman, sophomore? Is it hard to kind of manage all that?
it's kind of tough to manage these first days, just getting in here, taking care of the media, and you have to stay focused on what you got to do on the court. That's the most important thing, I think, and you can't be too impressed with everything everything else that's going on. You know, the gym, the different crowd that's going to be out there, and all the attention that's focused on you. So just stay with your group as much as you can. Stay with your teammates, and that's really what I'm trying to tell my younger guys that haven't been here before. Just try to have fun, enjoy this moment as much as you can.
In the center toward the back, Dana.
Dana O'Neill with ESPN.com. For Niels and Scotty, there's so much attention paid on making it to the NBA. How do you guys value just having a really great college career?
Niels first.
I think it's interesting to see different people. Like Shabazz stayed for 4 years, and he made that conscious decision to get his degree and wait for the next step for another year. And I think it's just a great opportunity to grow as a person and a player in on a different level where it's not all about business, where it's not about money, but it's about family and getting together as a group. And I think I had my personal experiences with the national team over the summer, and I talked to the guys, and they told me all type of stories. So I was really happy with all the decisions that I made to play for 4 years and not go overseas. So it's just a great opportunity to build something at a university where you can always go back to. You will always have that family and that basis. And I think that's why people should consider taking 4 years, getting their degree, and really making impact on the university.
Scotty, same question.
Yeah, for me, coming into college, I was just blessed to be able to have an opportunity to play at Florida, and I didn't have a lot of hype coming in as a freshman, so I was really just having the most fun in the situation that I was at, and that's what I've continued to do for all my 4 years. I never really look to the future as much as I'm just having fun in the moment right now and just enjoying playing with my teammates and the college experience, because it's a lot of fun with the fans and everything, and having teammates that you care about, and whatever happens in the future, whatever happens will happen, but I'm enjoying right now.
Next question's on the right side, Nicole.
Nicole Auerbach, USA Today. For Scotty, what makes Shabazz so different and difficult to guard compared to some of the other point guards you've guarded this season?
I think that's his ability to pull up from anywhere, and the quickness that he pulls up, and with the efficiency that he makes difficult shots. Just that's what makes him hard to guard, and he also has the ability to get in the lane with his quickness and his first step. Just the different weapons that he has on offense is what makes it hard for him to guard.
All the way to the left side.
For Ben and Julius, Rob Vogel, WMTV, Madison, when you look at the matchup between your two programs, you got one program that's a high seed but hasn't been here very often in the Final Four, another one that kind of had an improbable run but was a lower seed. Who gets the ownership to the underdog card, and is that something you want to even embrace?
Ben first.
Well, I just think it's going to be a great matchup. Doesn't matter, what everyone has us at, or what seed, or if you get to here at this point in the Final Four in March, obviously both of your teams are playing very well, and you're there for a reason. So no matter what anyone says about underdog or whatever, it's going to be a battle, and I'm looking forward to it.
Julius.
Yeah, I think, especially with both of these programs, there's just too much tradition and too many great players that have come through both of these programs that I really don't believe there's an underdog, especially when you get to this point in the season and the Final Four. And you're playing for either one of these teams. I mean, there's no such thing as an underdog. It's just, going to be a hard fought game, and I think that's what both teams are looking forward to.
Next question is toward the center and the back.
Hi, Scotty. Steve Greenberg with the Chicago Sun-Times. I wanted to ask you as well about Napier. Can you relive, the experience of that game? I know you got hurt too, and you lost, and you watched him hit a winning shot, and how much it means to you to get another crack at that defensive assignment?
Well, I always like guarding guys that are challenging to guard. But as far as getting another crack at playing them, it's really not about that at all. I mean, I would be happy to play anybody in the Final Four because I'm just happy to be here with an opportunity to advance. And so they're a great team. They've obviously played great up to this point. And so it's going to be a tough game for both of us. But hopefully we'll come out with a lot of high energy and ready to play.
We have time for two more, and we have them selected. First one's on the left.
Jacques Taylor, ESPN Dallas. Julius, how has your game evolved since you first showed up at Kentucky, and what aspect has Coach Cal helped you with the most?
My game's evolved, tremendously. Just my mindset towards the game, how I approach games and how I make adjustments throughout games. Coach Cal's done a great job of developing, many different parts of my games, but the biggest thing is, just how I approach games. He's really helped me with, and how I make adjustments to how teams are playing me or how I can affect the game is really what he's helped me with. Because coming from high school, you just think one thing, just scoring the ball and offensively, but Coach has really helped me find ways to impact the game other than just scoring the ball.
Unfortunately, we're out of time right now, and we have to allow our student athletes to get to practices. So we'd like to thank Julius and Ben and Niels and Scotty for joining us in the interview room. We'll have all of them and their teammates here tomorrow